Safohene wants to come in.
Okay.
You know, it is a little sad the way things are going.
Are going now.
Because the financial sector is a very sensitive area of the whole economic structure. Yes, we've had problems of COVID, we've had problems of the world economic situation, the logistical disruptions, etc. So we cannot afford to have any problems with our financial sector. Already as a country, we've taken our recent history, we've had issues. Getting people, the citizenry, private and corporate, to have confidence in the financial sector, to save their money, to do business with the banking sector, etc. You know, so one of the most stable and the most stable forms of investment in the financial sector has been in government bonds and securities.
And treasury bills.
And treasury bills. So if that area, and of course, the recent development is this banking sector cleanup that we've had to experience. Thankfully, nobody lost their savings. But everybody felt that there was this problem.
Why sure they didn't lose their savings?
No, in the regular banks, nobody lost their savings.
But in the banks that were closed?
In the other banks, in the smaller banks,
savings.
yes, okay. So there was some, turmoil that everybody appreciated, but we didn't feel it so much as one impact. Yes, the non-licensed financial institutions and those, they had their own problems because they were not conforming to regulation, etc. So, but at least, generally, that was okay.
Really?
Now we have a situation where the most stable investment, which people have banked there and made their projections, their personal and corporate financial stability has been based on. It's now being touched. It sends shivers. That is a fundamental position. 2, what is worse is the way we are managing it. I wish that we had come out and made it very clear to people that, something, the way the economy is going, we have to make certain sacrifices in certain areas. These are the kind of things that we need to do. In a very honest and frank way. And let people know that whatever decisions we take, no matter how difficult, it may be it is in your ultimate interest. So let us sit around the table and come to an understanding and come to an agreement as to what will be mutually beneficial to all of us to help achieve the ultimate good. If we had adopted that attitude and that approach, I think things would have been a bit different. Because you see, the financial sector, one of the fundamental requirements for its stability and growth is confidence. People must be able to sleep easy and know that their financial resources are safe and that nothing is going to change. But if today they hear one thing, tomorrow they hear another thing, it doesn't help. It doesn't breed confidence. And right now we're hearing about people having a run on their investments, people having a run on their money in the bank. It doesn't help the economy. It does not help. Yes, maybe one person may have gone and taken all their money and sent it home and put it under their bed. But it affects the whole country as an economy. Right. That is the fact of the matter. So if we're not able to let every single person, all the people in the villages and all the rural banks and everyone have some confidence that, hey, my money is safe. Nothing is going to happen. And that's another area we haven't even mentioned. A lot of these rural banks do have put their securities in these government bonds. Exactly. So it is it's difficult. I am also very sorry that it is now after the event that we are saying that we are going to engage. We should have done the engagement earlier. And what even beats my imagination, and although I'm a member of the party, I have to say this. The finance ministry sought advice from the Attorney General as far back as about a month ago. And the Attorney General gave him his opinion. We've had time. We could have started engaging. We could have started engaging stakeholders. by this time, we would have been coming close to, and there wouldn't have been any panic in the system, no anxiety. Everybody would see where we are going to. And you see, the other day when we were talking about the demise of Dr. Kwesi Botwe,
Right.
I cited that this is one thing I want to give him credit for. Because you see, his government, when they came in, came from a very radical, they condemned everything that the government they had overthrown did. In the end, they ended up doing exactly what that government was doing.
Like you have done.
My friend, I'm talking about something.
Like you have done.
But
You've done the
Kwesi
same
Botwe,
thing.
what he did was, he engaged the people.
Right.
So look, you know something? I have to, you see, we were used to a situation of control price. But then, at the end, in the year, the government will announce the budget and every price is established by government. We're now going into a situation where we have free market establishing prices. And that was causing political turmoil. People didn't understand. But he engaged everybody and made people appreciate that, look, you know something? Because certain prices of production have gone up, this thing, the price of this item has to be adjusted, has to go up. And he reasons it out with you and was able to carry the country along. Eventually, the country got to a certain stage in its
So,
development.
you think financial institutions were not consulted before that?
But they are
announcement?
saying they are not being consulted.
No,
I don't
they're not
know.
being
I
consulted.
can't say.
They've said they're not
I
being
can't
consulted.
say because I was not there.
At all?
I think
No,
you and I
but-
were not
but-
there.
There was no
but
meeting.
they
But
have
the
come out.
government hasn't said they consulted them.
Yes.
If they had, the government should come out and say.
Yes.
They haven't
There were
said it.
no meetings
No,
whatsoever.
No, they haven't said it.
They haven't said so.
They haven't said so.
See, which, and they are major stakeholders in this matter. And you cannot take such a decision without consulting them. Because at the end of the day, it should be a mutually agreeable situation. And they are reasonable people. They know that if the financial sector collapses, it affects them just as bad. So they will want to meet the government halfway. We are in a crisis situation which we don't like, but this is where we are.
Exactly.
The issue is how to solve the problem and for us all to get out of it and get to where we all want to be. You see. So I just wish that these consultations had been.
After the event. Look, this Kofi Okowu reconstruction that they've done. Yes, it's Kofi Okowu reconstruction that they've done.
I see.
Government is telling us that on the institutions, they have brought in the stability fund,
Right.
where it's with the Bank of Ghana, and if you feel that, you know, your funding has been cut so deep, you can go to the Bank of Ghana to get some support. Is that free money? Is that free money? You'd have to apply to the Bank of Ghana, and the cost of that will be passed on to the client. It's not free money. When we ask, and this is where I feel this particular issue and the reconstruction is directly from the IMF and the World Bank. Because when the Deputy Finance Minister, Dr. John Kumar, was interviewed, the question was asked, is this straight from government? He said, yes, this is a government constructed thing. However, we consulted IMF. So definitely, you need to do your debt sustainability analysis to get the IMF 3 billion. And you need to look at domestic debt and you need to look at foreign debt. Right now, this DSA is part of the DSA, what they've done. It's part of DSA. This DSA has concentrated on domestic. We haven't even gone to foreign. Foreign is where the major haircuts are going to come.
Right.
Major haircuts are going to come. And I would have loved a situation where the finance minister will come and detail the process to Ghanaians. We are doing this, we are doing that, this process will go this way, this is the implication of this process, and this, if this process comes, these are some of the conclusions we can come to, we are yet to discuss. Bring the IMF, if you are talking to the IMF, bring them in. Let Ghanaians see that they are part and parcel of what is happening. And don't put them on the side and make it look as if this is all government. Because it doesn't bode well for you. You have messed up. How can you have messed up and then you are the same person messed up, you are now trying to clear? Is it possible? That is why the finance minister is telling us, you either take it or you leave it. Now, if you tell us you either take it or you leave it, who, in their right mind, knowing that they have pension and the pension is for their old age, knowing that it's going to be cut, knowing that they are going to lose a lot of money, who would go for it? And this is where that added bit where there's going to be distortion and there's going to be all things within the system is not good. It's not right.
All right, so
and government should really, really, really sit and discuss this thing properly.
Right. So